Northwest Regional Assembly says it has found a strategic way to inscribe peace in the hearts and minds of the sons and daughters of the Northwest region. This came out of the 7th session of the Northwest Regional Assembly. We shall be taking you more into that. But just what can Cameroon and the rest of Cameroon learn from the water strategy adopted by the Bangem Council in the Kupe-Manenguba division of the Southwest region at a time when towns and cities in Cameroon are facing a disturbing water crisis? Is what we shall be digging deeper in this edition of the news. Insecurity, a threat to the peaceful coexistence of inhabitants of the seaside resort city of Limbe. We are in the Fakou of the Southwest region of Cameroon. We'll tell you how the SGO for the Fakou division is worried about insecurity in Limbe and what they're doing to curb insecurity. Ladies and gentlemen, a complete package of news from Equinoxe, live from Duala. Thanks for making the right choice. When you are told that towns like Boya Limbe, directly at the feet of Mount Cameroon, are having water crisis, it makes it complicated and difficult that places located on a huge watershed like Mount Cameroon could be having water challenges. They are not the only towns and cities in Cameroon experiencing a disturbing water crisis. Several other towns like Duala are not indifferent, but they, in most cases, are always calling up and looking to the government to provide water by providing boreholes, or in some cases extended water provided by the water utility company in Cameroon. In the Kupe-Manenguba division of the Southwest region, the situation is different. They have adopted a strategy to handle and manage water at the communal level. They think that it is one of the advantages of extended and advanced decentralization. Immaculate Fogwe takes us into the water management scheme adopted by the Kupe-Manenguba headquarters, Bangem.
If potable water has been described as a scarce commodity in big cities and towns across Cameroon, residents of Kupe-Manenguba division, the Southwest region, have a different story to tell. The hurdles of staying for months without seeing a drop of water, covering long distances to have access to the precious liquid, are far from being their worry. The population affirms that the quality of their water is the best.
This water is a natural resource from Manenguba Twin Lakes, and the water has gone to an extent that it has reached down DBC from Bangem town, other places around, and it's for free. We don't pay anything. It is clean water, natural water.
But then, how did the council succeed in providing such a facility?
So we have our water coming down naturally by gravity, but the investment is what you invest when you're having a gravity-fed system. So in principle, it's supposed to be free water. But since once a while pipes break, the storage tank may have a problem once a while, our technicians provide the technical capacities free of charge. Consumers don't pay, but they pay for the basic maintenance, particularly when we have to buy parts. That's the reason why they pay. They don't pay the technicians because the council pays the technicians. But consumers pay a basic amount. Those who have water in their houses, they pay a basic amount of 6,000 francs a year for maintenance, whatever there's a breakage.
To the population of Kupe-Manenguba division, water is a gift of nature and should not be sold contrary to what is done elsewhere. According to them, such an initiative demonstrates the benefits of effective decentralization.
Just like Bangem in the Kupe-Manenguba of the Southwest region of Cameroon, Kumbu in the Bui division of the Northwest region had an enviable water management scheme. It was managed and controlled by the Kumbu Council even before the outbreak of the Anglophone crisis that has also affected the beautiful water management scheme adopted by the Kumbu Council, which is now being copied and implemented by the Ndu Council in the Donga Mountain of the Northwest region of Cameroon. And back to the Southwest region, the new senior divisional officer for the Fakou has been tasked to skillfully manage land grabbing crisis and land-related crisis within the Fako division, an issue that the governor of the Southwest region say it has been the source of major issues and challenges, crisis within the strategic division of the Southwest region. Mr. Shuaibu was commanded to also ensure perfect security within the Fako divisional headquarters of Limbe during an installation ceremony chaired by Bernard Okalabila, governor of the Southwest region. Our correspondent from the Fako divisional headquarters is Dervison Maimo.
The seaside resort city of Limbe, headquarters of Fako division, though enjoying a certain degree of peace, with thousands of internally displaced persons caused by the more than 5 years Anglophone armed conflict, is not completely free from the fear of the unknown. Stakeholders say an end to insecurity, land and chieftaincy crisis should be the priority of the new senior divisional officer for Fako, Mr. Shuaibu.
We are expecting much from him because we have land issues in Fako.
We're expecting him to put an end to those small boys who were still disturbing in Limbe on Mondays.
Installing him into his function, Southwest Governor Bernard Okalabila says total collaboration with stakeholders in the division is the only way out to tackle the vices.
There must be security, order and discipline amongst all the actors, so that together we can join hands to fight the criminality, to fight all acts of terrorism.
Stakeholders caution against those who are ready to mislead him for their personal gratification.
Misguided individuals who try to corrupt the mind of administrators. We should be very focused and cautious about such.
Mr. Shuaibu, formerly senior divisional officer of Mayo Kanai, takes over from Ngamba Emmanuel Edu, transfer in the same capacity in Nyong Eso. The installation ceremony was attended by all the stakeholders of Fako division in their different ranks and files.
And from the Southwest region, we take you up north to the Northwest region, where the Northwest Regional Assembly is discussing issues linked to peace building and also indicating that they have found a strategy to implant peace in the heart and minds of sons and daughters of the Northwest region of Cameroon. It is holding at a time when more actions are needed on the ground to end the bloodshed and the crisis that has caused unspeakable hardship to sons and daughters of the conflict-stricken Northwest and Southwest regions of Cameroon. Our correspondent from the Northwest Regional Chieftain, Mbustela, is the lady on the story.
The 7th ordinary session of the Northwest Regional Assembly is holding at a time the whereabouts of one of its members, Fon Yakum Kelvin, president of the House of Chiefs, is still unknown 8 months after he was abducted. The Anglophone crisis that led to his kidnap is still on, and every day, lives and livelihoods are lost. The Northwest Regional Assembly's president says this session will discuss issues such as conciliation, conflict resolution, mediation, peace building and development of a region almost brought to its knees by the now 6 years armed conflict.
The purpose of the July session is to permit all stakeholders, especially the parliamentarians, to fully participate in this all-important conversation on conciliation, conflict resolution, peace building and development. A discussion on the rights and responsibilities of citizens and avenues to avoiding as well as mitigating conflict, standards of operations, reception and welcome of citizens, to foster service delivery as enablers of dialogue, social harmony, and social cohesion.
On what grounds then should this peace be built?
There is that need that we want to build peace. We need to revisit some of these things in order to bring back a kind of confidence and trust. Once that confidence and trust is not there, we cannot have peace. And dealing with the past as pillars. the right to know, the right to reparation, and guarantee of non-occurrence.
On the field, the population expect more than just peace-building talks. They want actions that will stop the bloodshed and the displacements that have brought unspeakable sufferings.
And many expect the members of the Northwest Regional Assembly to go as far as bringing developments to the underdeveloped parts of the region by also providing roads that links the 7 divisions of the Northwest region of Cameroon. Many have been fast linking the meeting to the need for an urgent solution to be discussed on how to ameliorate the despicable states of the roads linking Womb in the Menchum division to Bamenda, chief town of the region, but also headquarters of the Mezam division. Others have also been advancing the necessity for members of the Northwest Regional Assembly to see how they can help in opening the block stretch of the Kumbundu stretch of the ring road. That's all in the Northwest region of Cameroon, by also extending the third portion of the ring road from the Bui division through the Donga Matu over to the Menchum division of the Northwest region. We take you back to the economic capital city Duala, where inhabitants of Oyak, a neighborhood in the Duala Free Municipality, say they live in fear of an imminent mudslide. Houses are being threatened by this danger, which is fast giving them sleepless nights with the rains intensifying. Annabella went finding and compiled the following report.
Pont Blanchisseur, Montfebe and Oyak, neighborhoods in the Duala 3 municipality. Most houses in the area seem to be hanging, caused by soil erosion which worsens during the rainy season. The residents here tell us they live in uncertainty and fear of an imminent mud flow.
We live here very bad, and our children, they used to fall. The condition of the entrance of the house is bad, and they can even fall.
Yes, we live in fear. I witnessed it. Our house was falling and I couldn't sleep. I was just afraid everything would fall on us. When we sleep at night, we are afraid we might wake up on the road, especially when it rains. We fear that the ground would cover us. As the rains intensify in the wet season, people living around Oyak in general are worried, especially for the safety of their children.
Even yesterday, my child fell because there was rain and the entrance of the house was sliding, and I was even afraid. Even the child even had some brooches on his body. Les enfants sont toujours dedans et ne sortent pas à cause de ce chute de terre.
Madame Aline is a mother of triplets. She complains her kids hurt themselves very often in front of the house.
C'est trop risqué. Moi, comme je vous dis là, j'ai des triplets comme vous avez dit là. Et se retrouve que ici en bas.
It's very risky. I have triplets. They are always falling. Look at this. The girl fell and the boy too.
Voilà ça. La fille est quittée, s'est retrouvée ici au sol.
The road linking Pont Blanchisseur to Oyak, passing through Montfebe, has been widened, touching some houses, exposing them to soil erosion. The locals wish the stretch be done soonest, or bricks be erected around areas being eroded by rainwater.
A bomb explosion in northeast Nigeria, we are out of Cameroon already, ladies and gentlemen, has left at least 16 persons dead, 13 scrap metal collectors and 3 security officials. And meanwhile, in Burkina Faso, a neighboring country to Nigeria, former President Blaise Compaoré is said to have apologized to the family of former President Thomas Sankara. Editors on the international news roundup is with Malak Glory.
The bomb, which exploded Tuesday, July, killed at least 13 scrap metal collectors and seriously injured 3 persons in northeast Nigeria. The metal scavengers, while digging scrap in Bama, a town in Borno State, found the bomb in a bush on the outskirts of the town. Blaise Compaoré, Burkina Faso's former president, sentenced in absentia to life imprisonment for assassinating Thomas Sankara, has apologized for the ill treatment the ex-leader's family were subjected to. The apology letter was read out by the government spokesman Lionel Bilgo.
Je demande pardon au peuple burkinabé pour tous les actes que j'ai.
And in Democratic Republic of Congo, 15 people killed in 2 cities of eastern part of the country. 12 were reported dead in North Kivu. This is following the demonstrations in various cities of the country. Some regions were chaotic the whole of Tuesday and activities paralyzed.
Union Sportive of Duala and Coton Sport of Garwa are the most experienced teams left so far in the quarterfinal stage of the Cup of Cameroon, as matches of the quarterfinals come up this Friday. Sports analysts say that the no-names left in the competition could spring surprises. Yes, it is football, and we used to those surprises in football. A presentation of the 8 teams left for the Cup of Cameroon race is with Smart Njikan Gabriel in the following report.
Inception in 1941, only Canon of Yaoundé has won the Cameroon Cup more than any other club in the country. Unfortunately, the Canonites won't be part of the quarterfinal of this year's edition. Among the 8 teams left in the cup race, Union Sportive of Duala are the most experienced side, as they have played a total of 11 finals, winning 5 of them and losing 6. Confronting a greenhorn like Aigle of Mongo, Union on paper has a better chance of moving to the next round. But Union of Duala must also play with some attention, as Aigle of Mongo eliminated good clubs like Eden Sports of Lekie at the round of 16 before forcing out another big name in the Elite One, Apaches of Fu, to keep its place at the quarterfinals. Another experienced club at the quarterfinals is Coton Sport of Gadwa. The Cotton Pluckers have played the final of the Cameroon Cup on 7 occasions, winning the trophy 6 times and losing just once. Against IS Fortuna, Coton Sport of Gadwa has to be tactically set, as IS Fortuna would want to prove its worth after pushing out Fuvu Club of Baham at the 8 finals. Bambutus of Mbuda are another side still left in the cup race. The crowd-pulling club once played in the final in 2016, but lost to Apaches of Mfu. Tackling Gazelle of Gadwa that emerged as champions of the Elite 2 Championship will be a match that both won't want to let go. Gazelle of Gadwa recorded a huge 5-0 victory over Aigle Royal of the Menua at the 8 finals, and meeting another team from the West region, many are expecting another shocking result. The match between Renaissance and Avion Academy might be a balanced match. If Renaissance sent home Unisport of Bafang at the 8 finals, Avion Academy sent signals to their next opponents in the cup race as they trashed Astro of Duala 3-1 at the 8 finals. Both sides are hoping to appear at the finals for the first time.
Smart Njikan Gabriel Sports Monday bringing us on that sports report. But it's important for you probably to know that the fixture stands as thus. In the Yaoundé, Bambutus of Buddha will be taking on Gazette Football Club. Meantime, in Bafoussam, headquarters of the West region of Cameroon, Renaissance of Ngumu will be taking on Avion FC of the Nkam in the Littoral region of Cameroon, while in Limbe in the Southwest region of Cameroon, Union Sport will be taking on Aigle of the Mungo division, still of the Littoral region of Cameroon. And finally, in Bertois, AS Fortuna will be taking on Coton Sport of Garwa. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with sports that will put an end to this edition of the Primetime News on Equinoxe. We thank you for your keen attention. Stay in the company of an interesting program. Of course, you're going to be having Equinoxe live from Yaoundé shortly after this newscast, and at 8 p.m. we will be having a full newscast in the French language. I'll be back here tomorrow for a fresh dose of the 6 p.m. God willing.